Hey y'all, it's Maya here and I am back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, much love. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, today I'm simply just going to be doing a little get ready with me, in addition to answering a few questions / giving you like a little life update based on like my little Instagram polls and other things like that. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end of this video to just catch up on what's been going on in my life, plus get ready with me. So before we end this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell to stay updated with all of my future content. And without further ado, let's get straight into it. We're gonna get into some of these questions. First thing first, I'm just opening my little Sephora skincare set. You guys should follow my content social media account, which will be linked in the description box down below. And that literally has all of the products that I'm using today in terms of skincare. You guys will also see me apply it. So we're gonna get into these questions and I'm really excited. I'm gonna try to get as specific as I can. Some of this was a really long time ago. So the first question is, why did you cut your hair? So if you guys know, or if you didn't know, I cut my hair in December of 2023 for the new year, and I'm gonna insert a picture somewhere on the screen. That's how my hair looked. I really was trying to go for a pixie cut, but with the way that the hairstylist cut my hair, she left the top pretty long, and so when my hair got curly, it was literally a high top. That's just a little fun fact of like something that happened with my hair that I kind of wasn't expecting. But I actually cut my hair for a few reasons. So firstly, I cut my hair because I've always deep down wanted to have a short hair era, which I didn't tell many people. From young, I've literally always had long hair, and I kind of just wanted to experience something new. Like, I've always seen, like, you know, pictures on Instagram and stuff of these girls like rocking these pixies and these short haircuts, and deep down I always wanted to try it. But a really big part of just like my look and like my confidence stemmed from me just having long, thick hair. And I kind of wanted to branch outside of that. No matter whether or not you have long or short hair, you are still beautiful as a woman anyways. I felt like if I could go through a short hair era, which is like would have been totally outside of my comfort zone, and have gotten through that, then I could literally get through anything in terms of my confidence. And so I chopped it off, and I was really happy when I cut it. And so that was one of the reasons why I cut it. And the second reason why I cut it actually has to do with like my actual hair journey, which actually had a lot to do with heat damage. So if you guys have known me for a few years, and some of you on here might actually, you guys have like know that like around middle school was around the time that I actually started to get my little silk presses. I didn't want to go somewhere where I wanted a silk press and I was going to walk out with a blowout, because it's two different things, okay? And I was getting those like silk presses every 2 weeks so often, and I didn't realize or really like know what like heat damage was around that time. And so I just kept applying that heat on my hair, and eventually freshman year of high school I continued with straightening my hair and stuff, getting my little blowouts. And then I decided like towards the end of my freshman year experience that I wanted to like embrace my curly natural hair. Especially being in a predominantly white environment, I just felt like it was something that I wanted to embrace as a black girl, and not having to always straighten my hair to just feel accustomed. So basically I tried to go from having my straight hair to my curly hair. And for those of you who know how heat damage work, my curls were not curly, they were crunchy. They were crunchy straight pieces, because what I was doing was I was applying my curly hair products to very damaged hair. And so instead of me having like a luscious, loose and bouncy curls, I had very stiff ramen noodle curls because my hair was so damaged. So as you guys know, if I'm class of 2026 for college, but class of 2022 for high school. So if you guys are in my grade, you guys know that sophomore year we went into quarantine, and during quarantine that's when I actually decided that I wanted to start prioritizing my hair. So during quarantine I actually did get like a few trims and stuff. I started doing little trims. But quarantine was the first time I genuinely left my hair alone. I let it grow. I started applying product. I started trying different curly styles. I started doing like braid outs. And so I resorted towards more protective styles throughout COVID and stuff like that. And honestly, that's when my hair started to flourish. It became a lot more thick. And yeah, I loved my hair throughout my quarantine experience. I loved on it so bad, and it started to outgrow some of the damage, but the damage wasn't ever fully gone. And so from sophomore year of high school onward, I stopped still compressing my hair as much. I did it every once in a while, once in a blue, and when I did do it, I trimmed it. And then other than that, like, I just continued on from there, and my hair definitely continued to grow, become more thick, and become more healthy. But a part of me felt like, seeing all these girls do their big chops, a part of me felt like I needed to do a big chop and honestly just let go of all of the old energy that my hair was carrying and just like start fresh. And so that was my second motivation behind cutting my hair. And now that it is cut, it's actually going way faster than I imagined, which is honestly amazing. I'm glad that it's going back because I honestly do miss it a little bit, but I really do like the short hair look on me. And I definitely know if I would have took the time to, you know, explore more of like the short hair looks, I definitely would have pulled some of it off. So that's a little bit of the tea about why I cut my hair, for people that wanted to know. And I do not regret my decision. If I could, I low-key would do it again, just not right now. I just need to make sure that like my plate ain't too heavy, because one thing about short hair, people be like it's less work. That was a lie. But short hair is definitely a lot of maintenance. So that's my little rant about my hair. Someone asked about my baptism. This was someone from Denison. So some tea. So April 17th, I actually got baptized of this year of 2024, and honestly it was one of the best experiences of my life. It was a very emotional moment. I've always wanted to get baptized, but I never had the chance to like fully do it back at home. But I actually go to like the services and stuff here on my campus, and one day around the time of Easter, our pastor was pretty much preaching about like Easter and what it represents, and he basically gave us the opportunity to have a baptism on our campus, and for people who wanted to commit and give their life over to Jesus, like that was going to be an option. And as someone who always wanted to get baptized, I was really excited, and I was also just very nervous. I took some time to like actually think about it, and then I was just like, girl, this is something that you've been wanting to do it. It was a very special moment all around. A very supportive community popped out. Even people who weren't getting baptized were there, and it was great. So as for post the baptism and that experience, I think this is the main part that I kind of want to talk about for this question, which is like, what was it like? Like, what was it really like? So the baptism itself, and in that moment, felt very special. I was very overwhelmed with emotion, and the overall baptism in itself was just a very beautiful moment. I will always cherish it. But after I got baptized, it was very interesting because a lot of people came back for the next power hour, which is like our one of our like services on campus, where we just like do a little bit of Bible study and, you know, do a little worship and stuff like that. And so during our power hour, people were talking about what it was like post baptism. And everyone was like, oh, I just feel so happy. Life has been so great lately. I just can't stop smiling. Everything just seems so much brighter and beautiful. And I quite literally had the exact opposite experience. And it was really interesting because I was very overwhelmed with emotion. All my problems literally just like came up out of nowhere. And at first I was so convinced that like my baptism just literally didn't work. But then, you know, I spent some time with God, and I really realized that during that season of my life, after I got baptized, me committing my life and turning over to God and following in his way for me also meant confronting a lot of the things that like I was pushing behind me that I actually needed to confront to move forward. And after my baptism, that's exactly what happened. I had to confront a lot of my issues, and a lot of it came up in my life. And it was a very overwhelming time, but it allowed me to sit with God even more and to genuinely reflect on myself. And so what some may see as not working, I think worked pretty well for me. And I will say that that whole experience in itself honestly has impacted me in a lot of great ways. It allowed me to look at hardship a little bit differently, because I think a lot of the time, like, when we experience hardship, we think it's God like trying to shut us down, and like we're like, why are you doing this to us? But I'm starting to see everything as a chance to grow. If I pray and I ask God to be more patient, he's not going to make me patient. He's going to give me chances to practice patience and become more patient. So that was kind of the thought process behind everything that I was experiencing after the baptism. And it was a very beautiful experience, a learning experience, and I'm so glad that I kind of experienced it in that way, because I feel like I kind of needed that bonding experience with God, and I feel like that's what he wanted with me in particular. And everybody's baptism experience is going to be very different. That was just mine, and I'm so glad that everyone, for the most part, in there who spoke had a very, very great, you know, experience post baptism. So that was my baptism experience that happened in April, and I'm very grateful that I did it here, and I'm so happy about that, and I'm continuing to grow in my relationship with God. So what year of college are you in? I'm currently a junior in college, so I'm almost done. One more year left. Let's go. Big junior, not the little one. And we almost done, y'all. We almost done with my first semester of college, so I'm really excited. And this semester I truly started to get into the work of my majors, which is actually the next question we're going to be answering, which is, girl, what are you studying? What are your majors? So a lot of people don't know what my majors are, because I've been doing a lot of exploration in terms of what I wanted to study. And if you were to ask me freshman year, it was psychology and dance. But 2 years later, I'm actually studying communications and journalism. So I'm currently a double major, and y'all, I actually really love my majors. I'm honestly just getting into the journalism side of things, because I added the major a little later on, as you could tell, because I wasn't really sure about what I wanted to do. But now that I've done it, I'm really happy about my decision to choose journalism as a second major, because it gives me the chance to explore other people's stories, but also delve more into like my media craft. As you guys know, I really do love doing content creation, and I also really love studying people. I love learning about different stories and stuff like that, and journalism honestly gives me the chance to delve into that realm of things, especially with like editing, audio, photography, and so everything that I'm really interested in, journalism kind of lays the foundation for. What was the summer like? Yeah, so as you guys know, we're more than halfway through our semester, and summer is a bit way back. I was supposed to upload this video a very long time ago, so you guys are getting questions about summer 2024. And summer 2024 was honestly a really difficult summer because of just like workload. I did 2 internships in consulting. I did one with extern with a nonprofit organization in collaboration with PwC, and then I also did this thing called Denison Edge, which was a consulting program that worked in collaboration with Park National Bank. So I really love both of them. I especially love the one with Park National Bank because that one was an in-person one and the other one was virtual, and I really liked the in-person experience. I felt like working collaboratively with other people was so freaking nice. And I've never really explored consulting, but to be honest, I consult in my everyday life because there's always a problem to be solved. There's always something that can be improved upon, and that one was very community oriented, and as you guys know, I'm a girl for the community, okay? And a lot of the work I even do here with Denison is to benefit the community, and so that was like the work that we were doing with the bank, finding ways to just better equip the community and support them. And I genuinely enjoyed how I improved over the summer as a scholar, as a student, because not many people have that opportunity, and I'm very blessed to have been able to do that. So that's how summer was. And yeah, summer was just a very productive time. Somebody said, what is my favorite quality about myself? Okay, a little bit off track of things that I've been doing, but quality, I'll probably say I'm a very kind-hearted person. I'm very thoughtful, and I think my favorite quality actually comes from within, because I think what people can see on the outside is very different than how I perceive and process things on the inside. And typically I do try to go out of my way to help people or take other people into consideration, and I like that about myself because some people always hit me with, girl, you're too nice, or like, you need to stop, you know, being so nice and easy with everyone. But to be honest, like, that's also just a part of who I am. Like, I've grown up with women figures, especially in my life, who have been very supportive, and they've been for the girls, you know what I'm saying? And so I am like that in that way. That's why I do a lot of what I do at Denizen. I really do care about other people, and I want to assist people in ways that, one, I've never been assisted, and more. So that's probably my favorite quality about myself. Just like, I'm very thoughtful, very kind, very calm, very demure. So yes, that's my favorite quality. My newest achievement will probably be getting my car. That has been always something that I wanted to do since my senior year of high school, and now I'm in my junior year of college, and I was finally able to get my first car. Thanks be to God, thanks be to my parents for assisting me through that process and always helping me out with stuff. I'm very grateful that I was able to get my very first car at 20, and I just feel like all of my hard work that I put in over the summer to like build up some money and to put down towards the car and everything, like that all paid off. So I'll say one of my newest achievements was definitely getting my car. Also, I'm currently in the process of writing my very first autoethnography for my autoethnography class, and I just know that's going to be a really big like accomplishment once it's done, and I'm just really excited to see the turnout. And yeah, I'm also doing photography this semester in a multimedia class. So photography and multimedia is going to be me finally building like my portfolio as a content creator, as an artist, and finally stepping outside of dance and then doing things that relate to media that I've also been really interested in my entire life. So those are going to be some achievements that are on the way. They're like in progress currently, and I'm really excited of like how things are coming along. So those are some achievements. Clock it, clock it. Let's keep going. What is the hardest thing about college? I would say the hardest thing about college is definitely balancing all of the different components of life. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in one of my videos, and maybe it's taken down, maybe it's still up, I'm not sure. But one of the main things that I talked about in that video is being able to time manage in the way that you're not putting too much energy in one area and not leaving enough room for all. And one thing that's been really hard with like college for me has just been having that like really that good sense of balance here when it comes to family, when it comes to friends, when it comes to academics, when it comes to like myself and like, you know, my relaxation times, things of that nature. I think it becomes a little bit hard when you do have a lot on your plate, and I am involved in different communities on campus, more so on the facility side of things, and it's kind of been hard to kind of keep up, you know, especially like if you work, and then also just homework. Just being a student is hard, you know what I'm saying? But I think the hardest part of college is just honestly balancing things, and I think without the right support system in groups, it can be very difficult to navigate the experience, especially when you don't have the right people on your team. And so I would say that's probably one of the most difficult things for sure. What is your favorite college memories thus far? I have a lot of great memories from this year, especially now that I have a car and I can leave campus. But some of my favorite memories has honestly been more of the chill moments on campus with friends. Like anything where I've been with my friends and we've all just like kind of had like a kickback and just all been chilling. Some of our parties have honestly been really fun, like any like Halloween parties, or like when our African and Caribbean Student Association, there was like our My African Night. They bring on artists and stuff onto campus and stuff like that. Like things like that where like I community build and hang out with friends are probably some of my favorite memories. So guys, don't let media, the social media and stuff get you. Some of your best memories will be the most chill memories. Like you don't always have to go out and go big. Sometimes your most chill moments will be your favorite memories that you will never forget. Like I have videos on my phone of me and my friends just goofing off, and honestly it's some of like my favorite memories, period. What's on your bucket list thus far, or like what have you checked off your bucket list, etc, etc. So what have I checked off my bucket list? A lot. So I got my thirds, I got my triples, I got my nose piercing, and I got my very first tattoo. It says imperfection is beauty. And on my bucket list next, I want to get my spine tat. I'm really excited about that one. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but it's on my bucket list to get it at some point. I wanted to put it in places that aren't too obvious, obviously for professional reasons. Like, for example, I'm going to an interview today. I gotta put it in a place that can get covered, so like my shirt will cover it basically. But that was one thing that I paid very much attention to, is things that can get covered, and anything that's on my back or like on my chest can get covered, especially in those professional settings. So that's a little bit on my bucket list. A lot of stuff that I checked off, like I went to Cedar Point for the first time, which was really cool. I want to get more into photography, even outside of like my photography class. So those are just some things that are like I'm kind of looking forward to, or like that are like on my bucket list sort of. I need to reestablish my bucket list because I do feel like I checked a lot off of my bucket list thus far on campus and stuff, but I definitely want to like reestablish it and build some new bucket list things for the new year. I definitely checked a lot off my bucket list this year that I didn't list just now, but I can't think of it in this very moment. So when I remember it, I'm gonna get back to y'all. Right now I'm trying to get more into community service. That's definitely on my bucket list. It's been a little hard recently with like scheduling wise and just like finding opportunities that are nearby, because I don't want to go too far. And I want to find an organization that I can remain consistent with. Some people don't really care about organizations that they volunteer with. They just volunteer in any organization. I kind of like being consistent when it comes to certain things. So if I can find a solid organization that I really like volunteering with, then I will keep going to that one. A lot of my volunteering that I've done has been food related, like the food drives. So like you organize and you sort food and then you kind of give it out to the community. Some of it has been fully behind the scenes, some of it has been behind the scenes and in person, some of it has just solely been in person. So it just really depends on where you go and what day you sign up for. But that's a little bit of the work that I've done so far with people, and I want to be more consistent with it. So hopefully I can do that. The next thing is, what are you passionate about? I would say I'm very passionate about helping others. I'm pretty passionate about, like I said, I don't know if I said this in this video, but just like mental health. That has always been something that I've been passionate about. It's why I got into psychology in the first place when I applied for Denison. Coming to Denison, I definitely had a hard time within the major, which is one of the reasons why I switched it. Because I just got really behind, and at the time I kind of overreacted, and I kind of just like out of nowhere was like, yeah, I can't do it. But not to say that psychology isn't for me, it just didn't work out here, which is fine. But mental health is still something that I'm passionate about, and I'm involved with my school's wellness center, and so I do some of the social media stuff with them, and I'm allowed to like do programming and help plan some of the events. So that has been some things that's like more on the chill side that like I've been involved with our campus, that's related to like mental health. I'm also very passionate just like about content. I always watch content, and I always watch how people edit, and I get really excited about ideas, and then sometimes somewhere along the line my execution sometimes fails, and then I get a little bit discouraged. So that's just something to put out there, that I'm very passionate about it, and I'm really trying my best to get back on it, which is why I decided to start with this video, something very simple to just get back in front of the camera. I really like this makeup look so far. It might be a little dark on screen, because however it appears on camera is not how it looks in person. I always tell people that. Oh, period. And then now I'm just going to spray my face, and then I'm going to pick my outfit and then show y'all once everything is fully done. Whew. Okay, so makeup is done. I'm gonna let it settle in. It's a little wet. And while I do that, while it's setting everything, I'm going to get dressed, and I'm gonna come back once I'm fully dressed. So hold on, your girl is ready. But makeup is done, and it looks so good. I added my glasses like I said, and me doing my brows. Okay, I did these little earrings. I know we're supposed to wear small hoops for interviews, but I feel like this one's super chill, so I won't have to worry. Let me show y'all my full body mirror, what we working with. I got two mirrors, y'all. I got this one and I got this one. So this is what we working with. This is all from Amazon, bro. This is an Amazon top. Amazon is so expensive, y'all. Like, but this is from Amazon. These bottoms are from Amazon, and then these are some Vans, and then obviously I got the glasses and the earrings. So this is the full fit, and it's giving QC. Your girl is fully ready for her interview, and I'm so good with interviews. I'm not even worried. But I want to thank y'all for tuning into this video. If you guys have any questions that I did not hit in this video that y'all want to hear more about or learn more about, comment it down below. Share this video with your friends, share with your family, share with everybody you know. You know what I'm saying? Get them back on the wave. Tell them that I'm about to come back with more content. Thank y'all so much for making it to the end. If you made it to the end of this video, like, y'all are strong, because I be yapping. But thank you guys for tuning in and just checking out and learning what's going on in my life currently. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in our future videos, y'all. Clock it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Much love. Till next time.